H2K Infosys provides world-class online IT training, staffing and software testing solutions to customers worldwide. H2K Infosys supports 100% job-oriented training, hands-on project work, cloud test lab, resume preparation and review, mock interviews, robust syllabus. One-time pay, lifetime access to live classes and videos. H2K Infosys has won the trust of thousands of students worldwide. For free demo class, visit h2kinfosys.com.
Scheduled jobs or email alerts, everything, anything is dependent on this user are going to get affected. For this, what we are going to do, we are not going to directly deactivate user. Okay, we will first freeze the user. Freeze means he's not going to do any activity, he's not going to log in, he's not going to do any activity, freezing the user. And then we will, the user will be leaving the organization, but we'll first freeze him. And then we'll see what any dependencies are there, everything. Of no dependencies, nothing. If we are good to deactivate the user, then we'll go ahead and deactivate the user. Okay, this is the deactivation process. And what's going to happen if I deactivate the user? First thing is, this user cannot log into Salesforce. And the other thing is this license. We observe license, user license. This license is going to get free up. So now I have used this license, it is showing here. So how many license I have used, everything, we can go to the company information. The setup screen, home, company information, licenses, Salesforce. So free org will be having 2 licenses. We used 0 remaining. Okay. So now if I deactivate that user, I am going to get 1 more license available because I have not used the license. I have deactivated the user. So license will be again available, or count will be increased. 1 will be available, remaining will be 1. Like that. So generally this, whatever we have discussed now, deactivating, activating or freezing the user. So we will be doing as administrator, we will be doing this job. So we should be familiar with this process. So never ever go ahead and directly deactivate any user unless you have a written approval by your superior, maybe a lead or whoever. Generally the process is we will freeze the user first and make sure he's not able to log into Salesforce, and then we will observe a couple of days so that no dependencies are there. So we should, that's how we get clarity, right? There is no dependencies on this user, no jobs are running in the background, and no email alerts, anything. So once we are good with that, okay, then we are going to deactivate. So anyways, I just opened company information. Right here you will see the information related to the org we are working on. Okay, so this is the name of the org I have given. So generally this is nothing but it could be a company name. If they have taken a specific Salesforce org for a specific project completely, then they may use that project name, something like that. So generally we will see here company name where it is, where they bought it. Maybe for example, if Infosys have bought a Salesforce org, there we may see Infosys, like that. So here this is whatever information you are seeing, it is specific to this org level, not specific to any user. So here you can see the default locale. What is the language? Locality is India I have given, for example. So English, time zone, everything. Data space, how much this org is having, how much data space, how much file space this org is having. What is addition this org is having. I will explain these additions also, so you can understand what is the differences between the Salesforce additions. So addition, where this org is located. Instance means, so in Salesforce generally we'll be having different instance like NA North America, AP Asia Pacific, EU England, EU, and AU Australia related one. So like this we'll be having instances. So nothing but if I'm saying the word, you could observe that I'm saying Asia Pacific, I'm saying India, North America. That means the server related to this org is located in that region. I have created org for that region. Okay, so what's going to happen here? I mean to say server located, right? So Salesforce is a cloud-based infrastructure, completely cloud-based. So no in-house maintenance of database or any hardware for the storage, nothing. We are not going to maintain anything, right? So whatever is there, it's completely maintained by Salesforce. So that maintain wherever this physically it is going to maintain this, it's a storage or whatever infrastructure related to this orgs. So it depends upon the instance where it is located, AP16. So these things are located in the AP16 Asia Pacific region, specific to particular location. It could be Singapore or wherever it is in Asia Pacific region. Whereas in NA it is in America, somewhere in America, the infrastructure, the storage, everything is there. So that's how it's a cloud, right? So it's a cloud-based thing. So nothing we are going to do it in-house at company level. It's completely maintained, managed and maintained by Salesforce itself. So we don't bother about data space or the software updates, anything, nothing. We are not going to bother about it. Salesforce will be taking care. And here if you see this org ID, salesforce.com organization ID. So this is unique for each and every Salesforce org we are working. So this is I have created for demo purpose. It will be having one org, right? Similarly, the org real time, if you are working on a production org, it will be having one unique ID. Even your sandboxes will be having their own unique IDs for each and every sandbox. So every org we are working is going to have one unique ID. System is going to recognize with this ID. Just to give broader picture on licenses, so we have different licenses. See, user licenses, permission set licenses, feature licenses. Okay, 3 different licenses. So user licenses means any license, for example Salesforce is a license, right? So once I have this license assigned to my user, then only I can have system admin profile, sales profile, whatever, complete some profile. So then only a user can be created using Salesforce license. Okay, so here is the user level licenses, all these are. So Salesforce, it's specific to user. Salesforce integration, it's also license, it's having their own functionality. So provided by Salesforce, all these licenses, they have their own functionality for this license for work.com only. So specific to work.com features. Customer community place, so community related user, so specific to community user is a community user. License should be given for this company. To create community users, we'll be giving this license, we'll be using these licenses. Like this, we'll be having list of licenses which we will be assigning to user specifically directly, user level. Whereas here, permission set license. Okay, so if we create some permission set and we that permission set is nothing but we are providing some extra permissions to user. Apart from profile, we are giving some extra permissions to user. So in that also we may need some licenses to be used. Maybe CPQ, we need CPQ license. That CPQ license is designed using permission set license. Okay, like this we'll create permission set licenses will be there. We don't create licenses, it will be made by licenses. We'll buy licenses and we'll use that license, assign that license to specific user who should work on that. And again, feature licenses, so it's a marketing user, Apex mobile user, knowledge user, flow user, service cloud user. If you can see these things, content CRM, Salesforce CRM, content user. So we have licenses, feature licenses, it's specifically a feature. For example, marketing user. So if you assign this user, assign this license to user, so that user going to have, he can use this feature, marketing user feature. And similarly, knowledge user. If you assign this permission to user, then only the user is going to work on, or he can have access to components related to knowledge. So where you will see this one, if you go to users again, I mean how we are going to assign or where we will see, it's nothing but a checkbox. Go to users. You see marketing user, knowledge user, service cloud user. So these are the licenses, feature licenses we are going to give specific to user directly. So if I have not given this knowledge user, he's not going to access knowledge related info, knowledge related features, whatever Salesforce is providing. So that one. So that's how we are going to give this specific feature licenses so that the user can access them. And going back to company information. Observe the navigation. Once you go on practicing further, you will get to know the names and you will directly go there. Company, it's a company information like this. So this one, same thing again. Licenses, as I said, license specific to user level license. Permission set license. This is used to assign to a permission set, and that permission set we are going to assign to user. Another thing is feature license, specific to a feature, so that functionality can be assigned to that user. The user can access that functionality. For example, knowledge user. So if we assign that permission, I mean that checkbox, the assigning means here it's a checkbox. That's it. If you enable that one checkbox, this license is assigned to that user, and you can see the count. Knowledge user, this count will reduce if you assign it all these licenses. Total 2 are there. 2 we have used, so it is 0 remaining like that. You can see the availability and all. These are going to, as admins, for sure we are going to work on these things. They may come up with scenario stating, okay, assign this CPQ license to user, or they won't say like this, assign this license and all. They may say, okay, create a user similar to some user. That user is already having the CPQ permissions. So then we are creating, right? At that time we have to create, we have to assign that permission set license, and then we can assign the permission set. So, but they don't specifically say, but if we are aware of these concepts, so whenever it's needed, we will use them. That's it. So this is about company information and the list of licenses and the differences between the licenses and how we are going to assign those licenses. Any queries here? Any queries? Yeah, please.
Yeah, aside of the freezing and deactivating, can you delete a user?
No. Thank you for asking the question. It's a very good question and basic question for any Salesforce engineer. Nowhere we are going to delete any user. Okay. So we are not going to delete, we cannot delete. We have only option to deactivate a user. We cannot delete any user. So here, user level, yes, we can create a user. We can edit the information on the user. We can freeze the user. We can deactivate the user. But nowhere you will see the delete option on user. We can't delete any user. We are not going. We can't delete. No way. No deletion. Only active deactivate. That's it. Any other queries?
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
If a user that we deactivated, if they join another company, So can they be reactivated under the same name, or would they be under a different name?
So they are going to have their own at going to different, right? So if you are working for Infosys, at infosys.com, right? If you are working for some Wipro, at wipro.com, the username is going to be unique.
Okay.
So this is unique for any org. Even for our demo orgs also, if you try to use the same username in any if you created 2 demo orgs, when one demo org you have used a username. If you want to use the same username in another demo org, it's obviously going to say no, it's not available. The username will be unique.
So once it's deactivated, that's it.
That's it, done. Because tomorrow someone, if someone has left this organization, new person came, maybe he may not edit this username for some other reason, whatever reason, he is not going to edit the username, or they may use this username. The person may left the company, but it's a user, right? It's a user in your org. If you know the credentials, you can log in. So for that purpose, yeah, admin can do that one, right? They may need the username. They will not change the username. They will use the same username, and they will change the password. They will change the email. So that can be done. Username could be, they could be using the same username, right? They'll change the password. That's the user cannot log in. So why they will do like that? Yes, there could be a reason. There could be some dependency on this user. So they may do not want to deactivate user directly, or they may want to use this user to be active, so someone can access log into Salesforce using this user and do some job. So different scenarios. So yes, username is unique at org level, any org level. Even for sandbox, the username will be different. Every sandbox, the username is different. Production, username is unique. So we are not going to have anything common throughout the Salesforce ecosystem. No. Email could be. Email, you can use the same email, but in real time, obviously, our email will get deactivated. No, email is no more active once we left the company. So we cannot use that. We'll be using our own whatever email company provides to us. For example, how I am saying email could be same. I can create a number of orgs using this email. Okay, I have created many demo orgs using this email only. But any demo org, any org, the username is unique. I can't use same username between different orgs. No, username is unique. At user level, we'll be getting different interview questions like this, whatever we have discussed. These are the interview questions also. They'll ask the question directly. The query you asked, right? Like, can we delete the user? It's a straight question. It shows how the basic idea we are having on Salesforce, right? So someone is aware of Salesforce, is already worked on Salesforce. Obviously, they will know that whether we can delete the user or not. What is this freeze? What is this active deactivation? It's a basic thing. They will know. So there they can understand how basic knowledge you are having on Salesforce like this. Question will come. Just remember, you will get this question. Can we delete the user? So no, we cannot delete the user. We can deactivate the user. If on edit, deactivate, save, done. What is the difference between freeze and deactivate? Freeze, we will make sure the user will not be able to log in the Salesforce, but the jobs are there in the background. It's working. Deactivate, user cannot log into Salesforce, and same thing, the jobs whatever are all user itself is deactivated. So if anything dependencies are there, auto background dependencies are going to get affected. That is the difference between active, freeze. Any queries? And as I'm saying permission set license, permission set, right? So here you will see permission set license assignment. So as I said,